Apple's WWDC is always the showcase for what the company's software approach will be for the next 12 or so months. Even though we may criticize the company for its conservative approach, we have to remember that Apple sees itself primarily as a software company, so it's clearly doing something right in this department to drive so much loyalty. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and this is our quick look at iOS 11 and watchOS 4. The Apple Watch surged to be the most popular wearable of 2017, and changes to watchOS 4 are minor but no less significant. We've got a new set of watch faces from Disney, this time a la Toy Story, and there's also a new kaleidoscope face where you can tailor what's portrayed even with a photo. Probably my favorite new addition is this new Siri watch face. It adapts to the time of day, providing useful information like the current temperature, stuff on the news, your appointments, all stacked up in a timeline view for you to check how your day is going to be. Activity includes some new additions like monthly challenges, and Apple has finally revamped its workout application with a new user interface. This includes new workout modes like high-intensity interval training, and if you want to train various things at once, you can now add these on the go. Music just received a new revamp as well. You can now sync the music that you listen to the most, and it finally allows you to sync multiple playlists at a time, something it couldn't do in the past, though remember, this is all Apple Music, by the way. And finally, there is a new dock user interface that reminds us more of iOS, where you can still keep applications active permanently, or you can be removing them as you go, but again, this is also a way to multitask. iOS 11 is Apple's new major update to the iPhone and iPad, but changes on the iPhone are actually less significant. There's a redesigned app drawer and messaging, and iMessages now allow you to sync them through iCloud across all your iOS devices. Siri has got new voices that are now more natural, and it now supports translating languages. There are new on-device learning capabilities to proactively suggest things depending on your user behavior, or what applications you use most. The camera's user interface is visually the same, but now it supports H.265 video and brings the same enhancements to photos in order to save up some storage space. And there are some storage-saving features that are actually deployed silently, where Apple actually grays out applications that you don't constantly use, even though you actually have to set this up on settings. I'm still having a hard time getting used to the new lock screen being consolidated to your notification center. What I do praise is the update to Control Center, giving you more access to different settings. 3D Touch allows you to access each of these settings individually, and about the only thing that I would change is that I wish that these would be customizable, though again, this is just nitpicking. And then there are other features that we'll test later, like the detailed airport and mall floor plans on maps, and the Do Not Disturb feature while driving. Now, where iOS 11 shines the most is with the iPad. The dock is now fully customizable, allowing you to add more applications, and the right side of the dock populates the recent applications that you've launched. And this even supports features like continuity, where it knows if Safari is open on your iPhone, for example. Multitasking now works differently. Instead of sliding from the left to call on an application, you slide from the bottom to call on the dock, and drag your application to the side. You can also move these applications from one side to the next, which is really cool. I actually find this more intuitive than sliding from the side, but it has the caveat that if your application is not on the dock, well, I haven't really figured out how to pull the application into the multitasking pane. Now, bear in mind, if you notice on settings, there is the option to slide from the right or left to call on the rest of the apps that are not on the dock. But as of the time of iOS 11 Beta 1, this is not available. And one thing that I do find the coolest is that whatever combinations of split view you do, you can actually keep active on the multitasking shade. With my only complaint being, honestly, the fact that if you want to close an application, currently you have to press and hold and then press the X button, which is kind of annoying. I prefer the swiping. There's also a new File Explorer feature as well that will allow you to connect services like Dropbox in addition to other cloud storage services, though at the time of this video, the functionality seems to currently only work for iCloud. The Notes application has also found a major revamp in conjunction to the Apple Pencil. Double tap on the display with the pencil and you can immediately use it to take notes, similar to what we saw with the Galaxy Note 7. There are even new document scanning features, also built into Notes. The pencil also allows this new instant markup tool where you simply touch on the screen with it and it'll allow you to start doodling on whatever was on the screen, pretty much like taking a screenshot. Overall, all the updates brought to iOS 11 and watchOS 4 are welcome. Just remember that this is a very early beta. I will admit that these updates were surprisingly stable for their stage, but they should get better over time. What about you? What do you think of iOS 11 and watchOS 4? Let us know in the comments down below, and while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. And also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.